Tun Tun and the Story of 3 Gangs of Gold. One afternoon, Ben was sitting by the window, reading a book, when Tun Tun jumped onto the table, looking both smug and amused. "Ben, I've got an incredible story to tell you. Want to hear it?" Tun Tun said, his voice filled with mystery. Ben looked up curiously. "What story is it, Tun Tun?" Tun Tun began to tell the tale, his voice dramatic and full of emotion. The Crow and a Strange Promise. One day, I was wandering in your grandma's garden when I saw a crow sitting in a starfruit tree. It was munching on the ripe, juicy fruits. After finishing, it looked down and said, "Caw, caw. Eat starfruit, repay with gold. Bring a 3-gang bag to carry." Can you imagine, Ben? The crow was talking to me. Ben burst out laughing. "So, what did you do?" Tun Tun puffed up his chest, looking serious. "Of course, I imagined I was about to be taken to a magical island full of gold. So I grabbed a small cloth bag and climbed onto the crow's back, ready for an adventure. The land of gold." Tun Tun continued. The crow flew far and wide, over dense forests and winding rivers. I felt like a great explorer. Finally, it landed in front of a big building. Above the door, there was a sign that read, "Gold for sale." Ben clutched his stomach, laughing. "Wait, it was just a gold shop?" Tun Tun nodded, still looking astonished. "Exactly." I hopped off and asked the crow, "Do you expect me to buy gold or steal it?" The crow chuckled and replied, "Well, here's your land full of gold. My debt is repaid." Tun Tun shook his head. I told him, "I'm not buying or stealing. Don't you have another way to repay me?" The crow thought for a moment and then said, "Alright, if you don't want gold, I'll give you some cheese instead. But on one condition, you have to listen to me sing. The special performance." Tun Tun looked at Ben and smirked. And then, do you know what happened? The crow started singing, "Caw, caw, caw." Oh my goodness, it was the most dreadful sound I've ever heard. Ben laughed so hard he nearly fell off his chair. "Haha, I bet you regretted agreeing to that." Tun Tun laughed too. "You're right." I covered my ears and shouted, "Alright, keep your cheese. I don't need anything, just stop singing." The crow stopped, grinning mischievously. "I was just teasing you. Next time, I'll repay you with something truly special." A lesson for Ben. When the story ended, Tun Tun looked at Ben and shrugged. "You see, Ben, sometimes promises of gold don't turn out the way you expect. But hey, the adventure was worth it." Ben chuckled, patting Tun Tun on the head. "Tun Tun, you always know how to make life interesting. But next time, maybe ask a few more questions before jumping on a crow's back." Tun Tun nodded. "True, but I don't regret it. At least I have this story to share with you." The two laughed together, enjoying the afternoon filled with humor and a lesson from Tun Tun's bizarre 3 Gangs of Gold adventure. Moral: not all promises are what they seem, but unexpected experiences often create the best memories.